Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about different types of grips. Before starting drawing, you must master your pencil grips because that is one of the most essential thing. And so whenever you start to draw, you should do the first layer or basic sketch, that is the light sketch, before you start into details of the drawing. So the first one is extended tripod grip. It is held in this manner. Here the three fingers are used, that is the thumb, the forefinger and the middle finger. When it holds a pencil, it forms kind of like a legs, like the legs of the tripod, so it is called as a tripod grip. And we have to hold the pencil further back, so it becomes extended tripod grip. So whenever we try to draw lines or any curves, then it will be easier and the pressure will be a bit less than in this basic tripod grip, which I am going to discuss later. So this is very helpful for any kind of light sketch while you start your drawing. You can draw small and then straight lines also, but this is very useful for drawing any kind of curves also. The next is overhand grip. So when you look at the overhand grip, it looks like this from the top. If you see from the bottom, it looks like this. You hold your pencil simply like this, so your hand will be over the pencil, that's why it's an overhand grip. It is a bit free kind of grip, and it allows you to move very freely. Here in this method, you don't have to touch with your palm or any kind of any part of your hand onto the paper, so that it becomes very free, and the movement is from the shoulder, not from your wrist or fingers. While doing tripod grips, you can see the movement. This part will be stationary and the movement will be only from this part, I mean your hand, with the help of your palm and your fingers. My wrist is not moving and my arms are not moving, only this part is moving. So in this overhand grip, most of the time this part, my fingers and my palm, will be stationary, but the movement will be from my shoulder. That means the radius will be more. I mean here you can understand like this. While I am moving like this, if I try to draw a circle, then I can draw a very small circle like this. But from overhand grip, it allows you to use the side of pencil, and it allows you to make the movement in a very in a very larger space, because the radius will be extended up to your shoulder. See, here you can see my hand is moving through the shoulder and not from the fingers like this. If I try to draw a circle here, I can draw like this. But in this tripod grip, even in the extended tripod grip, it will be harder for me to draw the circle. It will be easier for me to draw ellipse, but it is quite harder for a circle, because you can't bring your hand like this easily, so like as you can do it in this overhand grip. So this, and you can see here the pencil stroke is much wider in this overhand grip, because it allows you to use the side of the pencil lead, so that the more area is exposed and it will be lighter. This is basically used in a vertical kind of drawing boards, and that means if you have easel, then it is much better. So this is basically used by charcoal artists and weaver. Not only charcoal, but weaver uses easel or any kind of. And if anybody is doing the free sketch just by measuring and observation, then this this overhand grip is basically used. So the next is underhand grip. In this underhand grip, you can see my pencil is here and my major part of my hand is under the pencil. That's why it is called underhand grip. Here you to hold this pencil, you take your pencil to the V shape of this between your thumb and the palm, and you control the pencil through this forefinger and the middle finger near the tip. So this is much relaxing grip than others because it is so flexible and so free. This is basically used by charcoal artists because it applies very less pressure compared to other any kind of grips. Here you can see in this tripod grip, while you try to draw, much pressure will be applied and there will be greater indentation onto the paper surface. But in this underhand grip, see here you can see you can hold it further back or nearer also, so that you can control it very easily. Here the pressure is very low, and if I try to erase it, then I can erase it very easily. But in this tripod grip, there will be greater pressure applied, so it will be harder, and that is not required here. So this is one of the very important kind of grip. And the last one is basic tripod grip. So the basic tripod grip is used by everyone because this is the most common grip, because it is not just used by artists, but it is used by everyone while writing letters. So while writing letters, your handwriting will be smaller, so to control the smaller things, your fingers will be nearer to the sharpened end, so that you can work on small details. But in drawing, this is least used grip, because in case of drawing, this doesn't allow you to move freely like in other kind of grips, like in overhand or extended tripod grip. And the another thing is, while you work onto the smaller details, you can apply much pressure and your controlling will be easier. But there is one disadvantage, that is much of your hands and the palms, that will come in contact with your paper. So if you have drawing under it, even if you have not drawn anything below your hand, then it may ruin your paper because of the sweat and that oily nature of the hand. So that it is suggested to put an extra paper or extra sheet of paper like this while you draw with this kind of basic tripod grip. So we have finished talking about the pencil grips. Now let's talk about pencil strokes. You can while drawing, it is often required to draw with pointed end or the side of the pencil, so that you can draw broader pencil strokes. But whenever you are drawing, you have to draw different kinds of curves and circles and different kinds of shape. And if you have not mastered your hand grips and the pencil strokes, then your drawing can't improve easily. So that I suggest you to master the basic strokes and basic curves and straight lines, so that you can draw anything very easily in the future. So the first is straight lines. While drawing straight lines, you should not touch into the paper. So if you use basic tripod grip or even extended tripod grip, then you cannot draw longer lines and you can't control that easily in a straight manner. And if you try to draw vertical line also, it will be very short and you can't control easily. And if you try to draw a horizontal line, then it will tend to be circular path, because it is fixed on at a point and then you are moving your pencil with a fixed length, so it tries to become a circle or a curve. So that you should not whenever you are drawing straight lines, then you should not touch into the paper. So just you can use this overhand grips. It is better because you will be using your shoulder for the movement of your hand, and the pressure will be light and you can control your pencil very easily. Or you can use extended tripod grip or basic tripod grip, but you should not touch onto the paper, on the paper surface, then you should draw very easily like this. You should practice it very often, so that once you practice for many hours or many days, then you can draw anything. I mean, it is very essential, because it is very essential to draw these straight lines, and it will be useful for any kind of drawing. So another most important thing, or the element you should practice, is circles. So while you try to draw circle with basic tripod grip, or even with extended tripod grip, you can't draw it bigger or very easily. While drawing circles, people normally do like this. This is because they are not confident, and they will overlay so many lines on the same place, so and at the end they will erase and make one of them harder, so that they will try to make a circle. This is okay, but this is not okay if you are trying to improve your drawing. So to improve your drawing skills, you must practice, because you must practice the flow of your hand. You should not, as I said, you should not touch onto the paper surface, and you should let your soldier to move your hand. See, every part of my fingers and this wrist and the lower arms are stationary, and I'm moving my hand from the shoulder. So if I try to draw a circle, then I'll just feel free and use all of my space and my shoulder to make a circle. So you can practice like this. At the beginning it won't be like a perfect circle, but once you keep on practicing, then you can do it very easily. Try to keep it concentric. So once you draw vertical and horizontal lines, and considering this as the center, you try to draw circles, concentric circles. At the end, after a few hours or after so many practices, you will become perfect in drawing circles. Then another thing is ellipse. You should draw ellipse also, because it is being used so many times in drawing. So you can draw ellipse just like you did with the circles. Don't touch on the paper surface, just go slowly, with the flow of your hand, just like this. And don't do like this, like you do with the circle. This means you are not confident, and you don't believe in yourself. So once you practice, everything can be mastered. So you just have to practice more and more. And other important thing is S curve and C curve. S curve and C curves are very important in gesture drawing and in figure drawings and in most of the drawings, because this comes under many techniques. So that's why you should practice this S curve and C curves also. You should practice in this clockwise manner or anti-clockwise, opposite manner, or any. You should go in both ways, so that if you practice like this, don't touch on the paper surface, just go freely this way, and again opposite way, and again return from the same end point to the beginning, like this. Make this paper very rough. You can bring instead of wasting such nice paper, you can bring this newspaper, and as I said, you start from vertical lines, horizontal lines, then draw circles. Try to keep it concentric, so you will be perfect after many trials. And then do ellipse. Don't touch on the paper surface, just keep on do S curves, and then do C curves in both ways, this way, and go in opposite manner, like this and this and this. So practice this and try to master it, so that you can move further into the world of drawing. Thank you. See you in the next video.